Let's roll through the team that is new to the tournament today. Crooked River, this is their first and only game. We'll run through their introductions here and move on to the Brawl Stars. So skating today for Crooked River, number 00, Goose. Wearing number 08, Bramble. Number 100, Ginger Chaos. Wearing number 11, Space Outlaw. Number 113, Ghostface. Wearing number 12, Tiny Tornado. The number 13, Flame. Wearing number 19, Violet Voltage. Number 24, River Runner. Wearing number 28, Fall from Grace. Number 333, Curly Fry. 3838, the Ultimate Life Form. Wearing number 56, Bruiser. We've got number 7, Glitter. Number 77, Banshee. Number 9484, Panic Attack. Number 99, Bilbo Bashins. And the captain of Crooked River today, number 3, this is Roller Squatch. That is Crooked River here from Ohio in the blue uniforms, and they are taking on the Philly Brawl Stars. We've got quite a roster here of Brawl Stars skaters. I went through, made sure this is all legit. So skating today for the Brawl Stars in our final game, we have number 1039, Jocelyn Around. Number 113, Sayonara. 124, Strawberry Shortquake. Number 820, Mayhem. 404, Jack in the Box. 55, Rainbow Crash. 18, Baby Slayer. Number 32, Tackled Pink. 333, Deathstroke. Number 22, Wrecked. We've got number 909, Livid. Number 257, Trauma Queen. Wearing number 24, Sparks. 56, Catatonic. Number 207, Burpee. 360, Translucent. Wearing number 7, Indigo. And the captain today of the Brawl Stars, number 23, Squid. Now before we go, I have one shout out. We are still doing those shout outs, so I have one. This is for the All-Star Seniors. Thank you for being the amazing, inspiring skaters that you are. We will miss seeing you play. And that is from Sparks, Steph, and Mike. If you want a shout out, they are available at the Philly merch table for $1 each. They'll bring those up here, and that dollar does directly support the Philly Juniors program. So get them in. There's only one game left. We are lining up for our first jam. Coming out the jam for Crooked River. Number 24, River Runner, taking on 207, Burpee. Burpee making their way to the top of the pack, gets past Squid. Philly Brawl Stars picking up lead. Now River Runner is out of the pack. Oh no, River Runner having a seat in the box right off that whistle. So she's gonna sit for a jammer penalty, handing a power jam over to Burpee from the Brawl Stars. Burpee now with those first 4 points. Burpee completing that first 4-point trip, now coming in on a second round of points. This is now an 8-point jam. River is freed from the box, comes back in, trying to avoid that track cut by recycling to the back. Burpees on their 3rd scoring trip of the jam. And Burpee is out now. Looks like this is going to be, so far, 12 points for the Brawl Stars. Burpee now with a 16-point run. River Runner taken out of bounds. That looks like that may be Rainbow Crash with that defense. Burpee coming in. Crooked River throwing a 4-wall. Tiny Tornado with some defense at the top of the pack, but Burpee is out with another 4 points. This is a 20-point jam. River Runner does put 4 points on the board for Crooked River. Got some love from Crooked River here in the crowd, making that long trip in from Ohio to play this single game today here at Hoagie Roll. Out to jam now. For Philly, number 22, Wrecked. And this is number 13, Flame, with the star for Crooked River. Crooked River picking up lead, but gets taken back into the pack by Jack in the Box. Flame is out of the pack. Flame overtaking Flame. Flame goes for the call off, so Flame is going to be scoreless. That jam is a sacrifice. Well, there's that pink hair. That means only one thing. That is 113 Sayonara out there for the Brawl Stars. And wearing the star for Crooked River, this is Ghostface. So this is a 113 to 113 jam. Which of these two 113s will be the fairest? I don't know. Sayonara is making her way up to the top of the pack. Crooked River with a 3-wall. Sayonara taking out of bounds on the apex now. Tiny Tornado stepping in with that defense against Sayonara. No lead jammer as of yet. And the fairer 113 is my pink-haired friend, number 113, Sayonara, while, Ghostface having a seat in the box. So Sayonara on a Brawl Stars power jam. Crooked River currently down a blocker and a jammer. Sayonara now coming in for her second scoring trip. Sayonara making an 8-point jam out of this so far, coming in now for a third round of points. Crooked River throwing their entire 4-wall top of the pack, but Sayonara is out with so far a 12-point run. This is still a power jam now in the hands of Sayonara with Ghostface still in the box. Sayonara goes for the call-off. 3 more points rolling in, making this, I think we're looking at maybe 15 points for Sayonara. So Ghostface is still trapped in the box. That's going to hand a power jam over to the Brawl Stars. They're putting out 2 of 7 Burpee to jam solo. Violet Voltage making their way to the top of the pack, working in a 2-wall along with, I believe that's Panic Attack. Now Panic Attack with some 1-on-1 blocking, but Burpee is out. Hey, we got those shoutouts now rolling in. We're happy to see that. Burpee picking up lead for the Brawl Stars. There's a track cut going to Strawberry Shortquake. So Philly's going to be down a blocker just as Tiny Tornado is freed. Now Crooked River losing Ghostface to a track cut penalty. Panic Attack and Tiny Tornado going to the top of the pack there along with number 18. Maybe 19, Violet Voltage. Yeah, that's Violet Voltage. Burpee certainly having the work for these points. Indigo coming in, making some offense for Burpee, trying to break up that Crooked River wall. Strawberry Shortquake and Ghostface come back in from their penalties. Ghostface is taken down and Livid with a rollback, forcing Ghostface to the back of the pack. Burpee still trying to get by this Crooked River defense at the top of the pack. Crooked River is throwing all 4 blockers at Burpee, and it is effective. So far, this jam is scoreless. Ghostface taken out on the back by Indigo. All right, those whistles end the jam. It looks like all said and done. Well, okay. There's going to be 4 points up there for Burpee on that call-off. That's bringing the Brawl Stars to 39. Crooked River still stuck at 4 points. Team timeout called, so let's go ahead and get one of our dollar shoutouts called. This is going to Sparks from the Brawl Stars. Go Sparks. Me and the stage crew are streaming the bout and cheering you on in Ohio. Love you, Dad. So thank you for that. Again, these shoutouts are available at the Philly merchandise table right there at the bottom of the bleachers by the entrance. All proceeds do directly benefit the Philly Juniors program and help us have these wonderful tournaments. This is, of course, this is Hoagie Roll. A few months ago, we had our annual Philly Fest. We are also doing the B-Team championships, I believe. That's going to be in about a month and a half. We're doing that right here at the NERC. That will be the weekend of June 28th and June 29th. So more derby action that you want to put down on your calendar. Do not miss the B-Team playoffs. Rolling whistle, bringing us out of that timeout. Looks like we have Wrecked back out there to jam for Philly. And trying to get a visual here on our Crooked River jammer. This number 13, Flame. Crooked River with a strong defense at the top of the pack. Wrecked picking up lead jammer. Bruiser working some nice defense there for Crooked River against Wrecked, but Wrecked is out. So Flame taken out of bounds by Jack in the Box. Wrecked out with the first 4-point pass completed. Flame getting taken out of bounds to the inside. Looks like Banshee trying to do some offense for Flame. Wrecked from Philly out with another 4 points. And Flame is out. Wrecked with a 12-point jam. Squid working some defense at the bottom of the pack. Panic attack taken out. Flame getting a second block there by Deathstroke, and Flame brought to the back. So Wreck now putting down 4 scoring passes, making this a 16-point jam. Squid working in a 3-wall in the back of the pack against Flame, keeping Crooked River scoreless. Now Jack in the Box bringing Flame all the way to the back. Wreck taking a bounce on the inside, rejoins the pack and comes out. And this is a 20-point jam. Baby Slayer working some defense on Flame. Looks like Flame taking out of bounds to the inside. A 24-point jam by Wrecked. Crooked River does have 4 points, compliments of Flame. So Philly now sitting at 63. Crooked River 8 points. We've got Sayonara out there. River runner number 24 with the jammer star for Crooked River. It's close. It is very close, but Sayonara breaks out ahead, and she is lead jammer. Oh, beautiful work by River Runner. She sneaks through on the inside, overtaking Sayonara. Now River Runner's got 4 points. Sayonara also having 4 points there along with the River Runner. River Runner taking a bounce to the outside. Now Catatonic working some defense at the bottom of the pack. River Runner taken out and forced to recycle. Sayonara, you can't miss her. She's making her way up to the top of the pack, but Crooked River throwing a 3-wall. That 3-wall goes out of play, so they have to let Sayonara go. Sayonara now looking at 8 points. River Runner getting a block by Jocelyn around. That is an incomplete scoring pass. It's looking to get 4 points. Number 12, Tiny Tornado with some one-on-one blocking against Sayonara, but Sayonara is through. So Sayonara now looking at 16 points. River Runner stopped in the pack by Philly's defense. Indigo working along with Strawberry Shortquake. Sayonara is making another scoring pass. So Sayonara with a 20-point run, or a 16-point run, or 5. We've got Sparks out the jam now for Philly. And number 113, Ghostface, has a star for Crooked River. Ultimate Lifeform taking Sparks out of bounds, coming around the apex. Sparks, so coming back in. Lead jammer is open. Looks like Crooked River is starting with Ghostface in the box. So Sparks picking up lead for the Brawl Stars. Panic Attack taking Sparks out of bounds. Nice defense by Panic Attack. Sparks recycles to the back. Ghostface is released and sees a little bit of freedom. Now Panic Attack with a second block on Sparks. Sparks goes out of bounds. Ghostface trying to get through and complete this initial pass. It is a star pass over to, let's see, this is number 19, Violet Voltage. Nice defense by Crooked River on the bottom of the pack. They're throwing the entire 4-wall at Sparks, keeping Sparks stuck. Now Violet Voltage receiving that star pass, dealing with the blocking of Squid at the bottom of the pack there, and I believe, let's see who's working there with Squid. This is Jack in the Box, working the other butt in that tripod, held up by Deathstroke. Violet Voltage is out and has 4 points. And Sparks goes for the call-off. So all said and done, that is 4 on 4-4 jam. Penalty box is clear. Our next jam will be a full 5-on-5. Burpee out there taking on Bilbo Bashins. Philly picking up leads so far every jam in the game, and it doesn't change now. Burpee is our lead jammer. Roller Squad's working some last-minute defense on top of the pack, but Burpee is out with the first 4 points. Burpee putting down a second 4-point pass, making this an 8-point jam. Bilbo Bashins taking a bounce to the infield, forced to recycle. Now Catatonic working in that tripod. Livid also doing some defense. It looks like Jocelyn around is bracing that tripod, keeping Bilbo Bashins trapped at the bottom of the pack. Crooked River, though, working a very strong defense up front, slowing Burpee down, but Burpee is out with those 4 points. Incomplete scoring pass. Going to panic attack, receiving a star pass. Burpee looking at 4 more points now, still our lead jammer. Philly walling up, keeping panic attack stuck after receiving that star pass. Burpee with another 4 points, so it's another 20-point run by Philly. Crooked River, you need to retrieve your pivot, your cover, please. So Philly breaking the 100-point mark. They're at 103, Crooked River 28. And River Runner picking up lead for Crooked River, but that jam is going to be called off. Timeout is called by our officials. That would have been Crooked River's first lead in the game with River Runner in control. Not sure if there was a false start there, but no one's going to the box, so it's all good. We're going to have River Runner back out there taking on Translucent. River Runner has to break through and get lead jammer again. Banshee taking Translucent out of bounds to the outside. River Runner fighting with 2 blockers from Philly. Now Curly Fry bracing a tripod at the top of the pack against Translucent. Translucent is taken down. River Runner, though, taken out of bounds and forced to recycle. So both jammers meeting their match in defense. Jack in the Box taking River Runner out of bounds on the outside. Crooked River does have a remarkable defense in this game. Translucent taken out and brought to the back behind 77 Banshee. Curly Fry coming in, trying to lend some assistance to River Runner. Oh, Tiny Tornado getting Translucent to go out of bounds. And that... They maybe just thought she was injured, but she's good. League was still open. Yeah. A leadless jam called off by our officials. Yeah, I know the feeling. All right, there's more here for you. Still in the timeout here by our officials. We have a shout out here. This is for Deathstroke from the Philly Brawl Stars. This is from Uncle Nicky, and the message is as follows: go! So thank you, Uncle Nicky, for that. Those dollar shout outs still available for the remainder of this game. We have about 12 minutes left to our first half. Special shout out here to all of the photographers who are here this weekend. Your photographs not only make these skaters look amazing, but they provide them with the special keepsakes that will last a lifetime. We are thankful to have that you have chosen to spend your time and share your talents with us. Drew Wiedemann, of course, our live feed operator. Andrew Keys, who is not here this weekend. Ross Sieber and all of your other league photographers who are with us. Thank you so much. Live feed is still up on the Philly YouTube channel. It is going to be viewable forever to come after this game. So for those of us who have a travel back home, you do have some listening material for the drive. Make sure you let your family and friends at home know that they can watch this weekend's action on YouTube. The channel is going to be Philly Roller Derby Juniors, all one word. Very easy to find. Just a note again that 34 of the 40 skaters selected for the upcoming JRDA Junior Derby World Cup are here competing at Hoagie Roll this weekend. These skaters will join 6 others from across the United States to compete in Brisbane, Australia in July against teams from France, Great Britain, Denmark, Sweden, Belgium, Mexico, Canada, New Zealand, and of course Australia. Best of luck to all these skaters representing the USA at the World Cup this summer. We are so proud of this amazing accomplishment. Big thank you to Rydell Skates. In the world of roller skating, Rydell Roller Skates has no equal. As the most recognized name in roller skating industry, Rydell offers a wide variety of skating boots and accessories for all skating specialties, including derby, rink and speed, rhythm and shuffle, jam, artistic, and outdoor. So whether you are interested in a comfortable skate that accentuates your style or are looking to gain a competitive edge, Rydell has the skate for you. Rydell advancing the sports of figure skating and roller skating since 1945. We have a rolling whistle bringing us back into this game. I wish Boom would. I'm gonna sit out some Reading games here just for that. Okay, so we are back to our game. Wrecked versus Ghostface. And Wrecked picking up lead now for the Brawl Stars. Ghostface is out, but Wrecked is in for some points. Wrecked now with 4 points, and it's a power jam because Wrecked is going to sit for a, Ghostface going to sit for a jammer penalty. This is a track cut. Wrecked on a power jam now, coming out with another 4, so this is an 8-point jam. Wrecked still on this power jam. Crooked River working some defense. Wrecked getting some help from a teammate and gets 4 more points. Wrecked now in for a 4th trip. Violet Voltage doing some blocking there at the top of the pack, trying to slow down Wrecked along with Curly Fry, but Wrecked is out now. This is a 16-point jam. Livid trying to bait a cut, but Ghostface is out. Not lead jammer, but does have 4 points for Crooked River. Now Ghostface is in for some points and gets another 4. So an 8-point jam now for Crooked River. Wrecked with a 20-point run. Under 10 minutes left to our first half of the game. Sayonara versus Flame in this next jam. 113 versus 13. And it's a lead for Crooked River. Flame is in control. Matching River Runners' lead just a few moments ago, Flame is our lead jammer. Flame overtakes Sayonara. Sayonara coming in, getting taken down by Crooked River's tripod at the top of the pack. Flame thirsty for points, gets past Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, though, gets ahead, overtakes Flame, and Flame is out. Puts 4 points on the board for Crooked River. Sayonara trapped behind that four wall of Crooked River blockers. Here comes Flame. It is an apex jump, but it is called off on a track, but is a track cut called on Flame. Gonna put Flame in the box. Crooked River certainly meeting their share of jammer penalties in this game. So Flame currently now in the box. Sayonara, not lead jammer, is on a power jam. Sayonara now looking at 8 points. Still jamming solo. No calling off of this jam. There is no longer a lead jammer, so Sayonara is going to have to stick this out for the full 2 minutes, and she is in, she is out. She makes it look so easy. She's got those 4 points. Now Sayonara with 16 points. Let's see, there's about 15 seconds left. Let's see if Sayonara can make this a 20-point jam. Her last jam was a 16-point jam. Let's see if she can beat that. 9 seconds to go. Flame back in from that track cut, coming in, just pushing through that Philly wall, but Flame is taken out of bounds. 2 minutes has expired. Looks like 3 points here rolling in at the end of that jam for Crooked River. And Sayonara looks like has another 3 points. Timeout called by our officials. That's a 19-point jam for Philly. Crooked River with a 7-point jam. One more shout out here. This is for Glitter from Crooked River. This is from Crazy Cat and Sweet and Sour. Good luck, Glitter. You are great. And that is the end. My stack has gotten down to nothing, so keep those dollar shout outs running. We still have the rest of this half and the full other half hour of this game to get those shout outs run. Those, again, benefit Philly Juniors directly to help us have these amazing tournaments. Timeout coming to an end. We are back. And Burpee is out there to jam. Burpee, of course, coming to us from Denmark as a foreign exchange student. We're very happy to have Burpee with us. Burpee is lead jammer. We got number 19, If I Love Voltage, with the jammer star for Crooked River. Nice defense on the inside by Tiny Tornado, taking Burpee out of bounds and forcing the recycle. Now, Tiny Tornado working with Panic Attack at the top of the pack, trying to slow down Burpee, but the pack breaks up. They have to let Burpee go. So Burpee has 4 points. Violet Voltage passing that star over to number 08. That is going to be Bramble. Indigo with a rollback on Bramble, while Burpee is still on a scoring pass. So Burpee now with the first 4 points of the jam. Burpee on a third scoring trip. Panic Attack holding up the top of the pack, but Burpee gets past Panic on the outside, and Burpee has 4 more points. Lee Bramble is still trapped on this initial pass. Burpee now coming in. Tiny Tornado working the brace of that tripod, and Crooked River has shown some very strong defense in this first half of the game so far. Burpee being slowed down, tries a juke to the inside, but Crooked River staying one step ahead. Panic Attack proving to be a very strong blocker. Burpee with 4 more points, and that jam is called off. That 16-point jam by Burpee bringing Philly to 162. Crooked River scoreless. There's at 43. Number 13, Flame, jamming for Crooked River. And number 22, wrecked out the jam for the Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars lead now. Wrecked is in control. Ultimate Lifeform trying to help Flame get through, but Flame is taken out of bounds and brought to the back by Rainbow Crash. Wrecked still on a second scoring trip. Here comes Flame. Looks like Wrecked now looking at 8 points. Crooked River losing a blocker to the box. That is going to be 56 Bruiser. Philly now looking at a 16-point jam. Wrecked still in control. Wrecked with another 20 points, with another 4 points. This is now 20 points. Let's see if Wrecked is going to go for the big 24. Let's see what we got. Yes, it is effective. Second 24-point jam by Wrecked brings Philly to 286. Crooked River scoreless once again. They're at 43. Panic Attack being waved back on, so Crooked River has a full 4 wall at the top of the pack. Let's see who we got out to jam. Looks like we got Sparks out to jam for the Brawl Stars, and Bilbo Bashins with the star for Crooked River. A lot of similar jammers here. Both teams have a 24. Both teams have a 113. So Sparks taken out of bounds and brought to the back. Strawberry Shortquake getting in Bilbo Bashins' way. Now Bilbo Bashins gets back up on their skates. Livid working some blocking. Strawberry Shortquake now bracing a tripod. Oh. Bilbo Bashins tries to step through on the line, but goes out of bounds. Panic Attack comes back in from the penalty box, making this a 5-on-5 jam once again. Sparks back in. Lead jammer still open. Oh, Bilbo Bashins gets ahead, giving lead jammer to Crooked River. Boy, their second time getting lead in the game. Bilbo Bashins is in control. Sparks passing that star over to Jocelyn Around, and Jocelyn Around breaks out of the pack. Here comes Bilbo Bashins to score some points. Good job there by Bilbo Bashins with those 4 points, and that jam is called off. We got a minute to go to our first half. Crooked River now making their way up to the 50-point mark. Coming out to jam again for Crooked River, number 24, a River Runner. Jamming for Philly, 113, Sayonara. Sayonara is through. River Runner, though, also out. Sayonara going for a hole on the inside, gets an apex jump, avoids that three wall of Philly blockers. So Sayonara is out with those 4 points. River Runner taking on a bounce on the back. Baby Slayer closing up a hole on the officials. Give it up for River Runner number 24 from Crooked River. Looks like River Runner's gonna be okay. Sounds like that whistle is gonna bring us into halftime. We're gonna take a 15-minute break, get those dollar shout outs in. We still have another half hour to go. Coming into second half of our last game here at Hoagie Roll, closing out a fantastic two-day, 10-game tournament. That whistle does not start the jam. That whistle just ended. That whistle starts the jam. Our two teams, Philly and Crooked River. Philly's up 194, Crooked River 52. Philly with Burpee out the jam, and Burpee picking up lead. 113 Ghostface with the star for Crooked River, but Catatonic taking Ghostface out of bounds, and Squid jumping in to roll Ghostface to the back. So Crooked River with a 3-wall, top of the pack, putting the brakes on Burpee. Panic Attack now working side by side with, I believe that's going to be number 88, Bramble. But nice block by number 19, Violet Voltage, taking Burpee out of bounds. Burpee coming back in to try their hand again at that scoring pass. Burpee now with 4 points. Ghostface crashing into that tripod in the back. We got Jack in the Box and 55 Rainbow Crash. I am joined up here at the table by my friend Squidney, who is joining me at the on the mic. Squidney not saying much this game, but I'm sure that Squidney will get a few words in by the end of the day. Philly breaking that 200-point mark. They're at 202. Crooked River 52. Bilbo Bastion's out there taking on Rick. And Bilbo Bastion's picking up lead for Crooked River. I'm sorry, this is 13 Flame. Flame, the scoreboard had your number wrong there, and we apologize. Flame is our lead jammer. Flame crashing into that tripod at the back of the pack. Strawberry Shortquake taking Flame down. Flame going to the outside, trying to sneak through, but Strawberry Shortquake working that defense. Oh, Flame taking a crash on the inside and calling off the jam. But Flame does have 4 points over Philly. A scoreless jam for the Brawl Stars and a +4 by Flame from Crooked River. I see pink hair. There is definitely a sayonara on the jammer line, and we got River Runner back out there. River Runner getting some cheering here in our Crooked River cheering section. It's a 5-on-5 jam. Sayonara and River Runner both taking on a bounce to the infield and restart this pass. Crooked River swarming Sayonara at the top of the pack, slowing her down, and River Runner is our lead jammer. River Runner is out and is in control. Panic Attack with a last-minute block on Sayonara, but Sayonara stays in bounds. Here comes River Runner on a scoring pass, full steam ahead. She is in there, gets taken down by Jack in the Box. She gets back up on her skates. Now Squid making way to the top of the pack. Squid goes out of play, and River Runner has 4 points for Crooked River. Sayonara overtaking River Runner. Bull Jammers in point-scoring positions. Rainbow Crash closing up a hole on the inside line. Bull Jammers out with 4 more points. Sayonara and River Runner now are our jammers. River going for the call-off. So nice jam by both of our jammers at Sayonara and River Runner, but that jam is a wash. 8 points on both sides. A jam with nothing gained. Crooked River cheering section getting kind of loud here in the second half. They're at 64, Philly 210. Number 13, Flame back out there against Translucent. That is number 360. It's a 5-on-5 jam. Right off that whistle, Roller Squatch closing up the hole on the inside, and a track cut is going to be assessed to Ghostface. Ghostface going to have a trip to the box. Violet Voltage and Tiny Tornado working their way to the top of the pack, trying to put their brakes on Translucent. Translucent is taking a bounce, coming around the turn, and recycles to the back. Nice defense on the outside by number 12, Tiny Tornado. And Translucent is going to go have a seat in the box. So it looks like there is no longer a chance for lead jammer with both jammers having sat in the box. So Flame coming back in to complete this initial pass. We're going to have a full 2-minute jam. Initial pass complete by Flame now. Flame ready to score points, still on a power jam with Translucent still seated for that track cut. Now Translucent is released and gets the taste of freedom. So Translucent coming in. This is an initial pass for Translucent and a scoring pass for Flame. I'm sorry, Ghostface. It's Flame on the board, but Ghostface is our actual jammer for Crooked River. Roller squats, blocking Translucent out of bounds to the outside on turn 4. And Violet Voltage with a second block. Flame, not lead. I'm sorry, Ghostface. I keep looking at that scoreboard. That is Ghostface as the jammer. There's 2 minutes. 4-0 jam there in favor of Crooked River. There's Sparks taking that star for the Brawl Stars. Looking at who we got for a jammer for Crooked River. Could be Flame on the jammer line for Crooked River, number 13. Let's see who we've got. Oh, Squid with a block, taking Flame clear out of bounds on the outside. Squid with that death stare. That death stare means business. That gives me nightmares for at least a week and a half. Deathstroke working the brace of that tripod at the top of the pack against Flame. Lead jammer is still open. Spark stuck at the bottom. Panic at, I'm sorry, no. Ultimate Lifeform working some defense there for Crooked River. It's some effective defense against Sparks. Sparks is trapped at the back. Flame with a forearm penalty. He's going to put Flame in the box. Crooked River losing chance for lead. Sparks finds a hole open on the outside and comes out with lead for the Brawl Stars. Panic attack, taking Sparks out of bounds. Sparks is going to recycle. Flame coming back here from that earlier forearm. The Rainbow Crash taking Flame out of bounds. Once again, keeping Flame stuck on this pass. Sparks fighting with that tripod of Crooked River blockers at the top of the pack. Ultimate Lifeform doing a fantastic job in that tripod. Clockwise block is going to take 404 Jack in the Box off on a penalty. That's going to open things up a little bit for Flame. Flame is giving that defense everything she has, but that jam is over. Philly with a 4-point run. Crooked River staying scoreless. Three to 4 pack in favor of Crooked River. They got Bilbo Bastion out there to take on Burpee. Burpee is taken down. Tiny Tornado with an excellent job bracing that tripod. 2 whistles means Burpee is our lead jammer. Bilbo Bastions is out. Burpee, though, is in for some points. Burpee attacking that Crooked River defense right up the middle, and it works because Burpee is out with 4 points. jostling around, working as a pivot at the back of the pack, putting the brakes on Bilbo Bashins. Burpee making way to the top of the pack, and it looks like, let's see if that's, trying to get a visual on that block. That's number 12, Tiny Tornado with that defense up top, but Burpee is out. This is an 8-point jam so far for Philly. Bilbo Bashins does go ahead, but takes a spill. Now Strawberry Shortquake reforming a tripod there at the top of the pack, and that jam is over. So Crooked River does have 4 points though at the end of that jam, and another 3 at the end of that scoring pass for Burpee. So 11-4 there in favor of the Brawl Stars. Now under 20 minutes left to our game. River Runner back out there taking on number 22. This is Wrecked. River Runner gets through on the inside. This is 2 leads for River Runner. It just took that halftime for River to find her inner strength. She is in, gets in, signals the call off. Let's see what we got. Wrecked picking up speed. River Runner calls off the jam. 4 points there for the Brawl Stars and 3 points by River Runner, so just a 1-point difference. Philly with that net 1. Sayonara back out, and River Runner jamming back to back. All right. Okay, let's see. Sayonara's out there versus River Runner. River Runner with lead, back to back. Number 24, River Runner is in control, and I'm losing my voice. This is officially announcer losing his voice time. Philly losing, Jack in the Box with penalty. River Runner is in, gets up ahead, gets past Strawberry Shortquake, goes out of bounds, has to let River Runner go, so River is up with 4. Little known well, we'll get to that later. Oh, River Runner crashing into Strawberry Shortquake at the bottom of that pack. And that jam is going to be called off. So let's see what we got. 4-0, 6-0 there by River Runner. River Runner did back-to-back jams and got lead both times. This jam will be 6-0 in favor of Crooked River. Flame out now. This is Squid on the jammer line for the Brawl Stars. So Squidney up here at the table is cheering for Squid. Let's see what we got. It's a 3-4 pack in favor of Crooked River. Panic Attack taking Squid out of bounds to the inside. Philly throwing 2 blockers to the top of the pack. Translucent puts a block on Flame, but Flame is out with a Crooked River lead. Squid halted in the pack. Here comes Flame. Jack in the Box getting in Flame's way. Now Flame trying to get past Jack in the Box, and Deathstroke. And Baby Slaya taking Flame down on the outside here, coming around the turn. So Flame brought to the back. Squid not giving up the fight yet, but Crooked River, they got Ultimate Life Form. Bracing against Squid. Squid taking the bounce to the inside. Translucent taking on a bounce. Squid is blocked to the inside and taken back by Banshee. There are blockers flying. There are blockers who are currently airborne. Panic Attack now working that defense along with Ultimate Life Form against Squid, and a star pass to Translucent. 2 minutes has expired. That jam is over. Translucent scoreless, but 8 points by Crooked River. River Runner back out there. Little known fact, her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. If you did not know that, that is a literal fact about River Runner. And she is out the jam. Indigo, number 7, out the jam for the first time for Philly. The Duran quote went over so many people. I could have made that better, and I did not. So we saw River Runner jam just a moment ago, back to back, getting lead both times. So right now, Indigo making way to the top of the pack, tiny tornado working in a wall. River Runner stuck at the back. Burby working some defense. River Runner called off on a track cut. So this is a power jam now in the hands of number 7, Indigo. Indigo is lead jammer for the Brawl Stars. Indigo, our lead jammer now. Banshee taking Indigo out of bounds to the inside. River Runner finishing her time in the box. River Runner rejoins the game, and she's got fire under her wheels, and she's not letting it stop her. River Runner is out. Indigo fighting. So Crooked River has some amazing defense in this game. River Runner tries to sneak through on the outside, but it has a toe stop go out of bounds, so she's going to recycle to the back. Indigo taking a bounce on the inside by number 19, Violet Voltage. The jam is called off. River Runner, after a hard-fought scoring pass, she does have 4 points to show for it. Indigo matching those 4 points, though, for Philly. They're at 233, Crooked River 93. Crooked River now calling for a team timeout. I think we have another new face out here on the jammer line, number 18, Baby Slaya. Once again, mark your calendars. You do not want to miss the weekend of June 28th and 29th, our B-Team playoffs right here at the NERC, hosted by Philly Juniors. 2 days of B-Team. We cannot discount B-Team play because that is good gameplay in the B-Team level. So we're very proud to host that right here in Philadelphia. And once again, June 28th and 29th. If you are here in the area, please stop in and catch this action live. Rolling whistle bringing us to the end of that team timeout. Flame number 13 out there will be competing against this number 18, Baby Slaya. Crooked River swarming Baby Slaya. Ultimate life form at the top of that pack. Oh, Flame goes to the top of the pack, was taken down by Rainbow Crash. Now Jack in the Box taking Flame down on the turn. Squid, a force to be reckoned with that blocking. Philly reforms their defense at the top of the pack. Here comes Sayonara jumping in on some of that defense. Flame goes down, coming around turn 2. Crooked River making their name in defense in the game. Not a lot for lead jams, but Crooked River with a very powerful defense. They are keeping Baby Slaya stuck at the back of the pack. Crooked River, though, is losing Bramble on a penalty. Lead jammer still on the table, and that's going the Flame from Crooked River. Flame is in control. Sayonara receiving that star pass from Baby Slaya. So Sayonara is in. So Flame on a scoring pass. Sayonara, though, is out with 4 points. Flame breaking out with 4 points as well. Flame is still our lead jammer. Looks like Flame making that calculated risk to keep the jam going. Crooked River is still down on blocker. Sayonara is out, and that jam is called off by Flame. 11 minutes left to our game now. Philly 241, Crooked River 97. Timeout by our officials. So our team is using this as a chance to get some team bonding in. Crooked River getting pumped up there at the top of the pack on that pivot line. And Crooked River getting some love from our crowd. Jostling around, coming out the jam for the first time, and I think this is River Runner back out there again. Livid with that defense on River. So River take on a bounce to the outside. Jostling around also take on a bounce. So both jammers are out, and River Runner is out with lead jammer. Jostling around, stuck behind River Runner's, Crooked River's defense. River taking a bounce to the inside. River tries to get around Catatonic, but goes out of bounds, so she's going to recycle to the back. Meanwhile, Crooked River still holding up that solid defense at the top of the pack. River Runner escaping a track cut penalty by the skin of her teeth. The River Runner did come back inbounds and then stepped off just the hair of time to avoid that track cut, saving Crooked River from a power star against their favor. So it looks like that jam, at the all said and done, could possibly be scoreless for both teams. Some 4 points there, 3 points rolling in last minute for Crooked River. So they're over the 100-point mark. Philly 241, Crooked River with a nice round 100 on the board. Flame number 13 out there taking on number 22, Wrecked. And Flame taking a bounce on the inside. Roller squats now. Tiny Tornado working the 2-wall along with Violet Voltage, and Tiny Tornado working to keep Wrecked stuck in the pack. Nice blocking by Crooked River once again. Now Wrecked taken down. And we'll go. Violet Voltage off on a low block penalty. Wrecked is out with lead jammer for the Brawl Stars. Wrecked down for some points. Finds a hole on the inside. Is that, let's see who we got with that defense at top of the pack. Number 12, Tiny Tornado. Now Wrecked gets those 4 points and calls off the action. We're now down under 10 minutes to our game. River Runner coming back out here with the star, and as identified by the bright pink knee pad, just number 124 Strawberry Shortquake. So it's a 24 versus 124 jam. We're not sure what Drew is up to. All right, coming out of this timeout. We did see River Runner out there for a moment, taking on Strawberry Shortquake. Strawberry Shortquake is lead jammer. Let's give some love to Ghostface. Sparks working the official Brawl Stars bench fan. That'd be a hard job. Let's give some love, Crooked River. coming to us from Ohio to play this one single game this weekend. That shows a lot of commitment, coming all the way out here to Philly from Ohio to play one game and then go back. And of course, they are taking on our Philly Brawl Stars. We are seeing a lot of very good gameplay, even though the score may not reflect that. The defense and the walls by Crooked River are just fantastic. So this is a very good game. Strawberry Earthquake back out there now versus Tiny Tornado and Flame. Flame number 13 has the star, and Flame is our lead jammer. So Flame coming in. Nice offense by Panic Attack, trying to clear out a hole for Flame. Flame is taken down now, gets to the top of the pack. Livid and Indigo working in a 2-wall. And Flame is out with 4 points, and that jam is going to be called off. So Philly matching those 4 points at the end of that jam. So Burby receiving a star pass. So that jam 4-4 with no gain for either team. Look at that plow stop by, I believe that's Panic Attack. Translucent verse number 19. Violet Voltage in a 5-on-5 jam. And Translucent coming out with lead for the Brawl Stars. Violet Voltage on this initial pass now. Violet Voltage does go up and get ahead of Jack in the Box. Violet Voltage now out. Translucent in for some points. Oh, goes to the inside, but it's taken out of bounds by Banshee. Nice rollback by Banshee, bringing Translucent all the way to the back. Violet Voltage jumps the apex and gets 4 points on that scoring pass. Not to be outdone. Translucent with a 4-point pass for Philly. Catatonic shutting, I'm sorry, no, that was 404 Jack in the Box shutting down that attempted jump there by Violet Voltage. Violet Voltage going to the top of the pack. It's taken down by Jack in the Box, and Violet Voltage has 4 points. A 5-point jump for Philly, so it's going to be a, 6-point jump for Philly, so it's net 2 for Crooked River. 8-6 jam in favor of Crooked River. They're at 112 Philly, 6:55. Now about 6 minutes left to our game. Let's do who we got now. Oh, I know who this is. This is, timeout now being called. So we're going to take a momentary break and come back to you with another jam. Livid, we're in that jammer star for the Brawl Stars. Livid also getting on the mic for a couple of games this weekend, and I think Livid did a fantastic job. So definitely being one of those jack of all trades. You know, maybe we can get Livid officiating next. I don't know. Fantastic announcer. I listened to that the whole way through, and just absolutely amazing. So Livid out there to jam against, there is number 24, River Runner, taking that star. River Runner getting some love here in our crowd. I think River Runner has their own cheering section. We love that. We love the support for our juniors, from the older juniors and the parents and friends of Junior Derby as well. I mean, to come out and volunteer for something like this is amazing. Look at that, River Runner goes, she jukes to the inside, and she has got a very quick lead over Livid. Livid attacking that 4-wall of Crooked River blockers. River Runner coming in, powers her way through, takes that pack right up the middle, and she's got 4 points. Livid breaks out of the pack. River Runner coming in, goes up the middle. It doesn't quite work, so she's trying to go to the outside. River Runner getting up, getting ahead of Indigo. Now River Runner with 4 points, and she calls off the jam. So Philly scoreless. River Runner putting 8 points on the board for Crooked River. Next jam will be 3-4 pack in favor of Philly. I think we got Sparks out the jam now, and let's see, this might be Tiny Tornado number 12. Let's see. You have a biased photographer in here. You can't have that. Squid coming to the top of the pack, and that is, okay, this is 13 Flame with the Jammer Star for Crooked River. Flame avoids that block by Squid. It was an effective block, and that Flame was taken down, but Flame did pass all 4 blockers and is lead jammer, but Flame will be swallowed back into the pack and has to restart this scoring pass, even though Flame is lead. Sparks trying to find the way to get through the pack on this initial pass. Rainbow Crash and Squid. We see these 2 blockers working the butts of a tripod quite often now. A star pass complete over to Burpee. Squid still working that defense, along with now number 404 Jack in the Box jumping in that tripod. Squid now bracing. Burpee taken out of bounds to the back by Tiny Tornado and recycled. Burpee out now with 4 points. Burpee out with another 4 points now with a star pass over to Violet Voltage. Bzzz. It was a voltage noise. Did not go well. So Bull Chamber's coming in. And Violet Voltage breaks out ahead of Burpee, but Burpee does get out, so Bull Chamber's now matching passes. 4 points for Crooked River and 12 points by Burpee for Philly. Squid with a block on Violet Voltage and draws the rollback. That jam going to be over. 2 more last-minute points rolling in for Philly, so it's going to be a 14-4 jam. Net 10 for Philly. They're at 269. Crooked River 125. Let's see what we got for time. We are inching down to the end of this game. Just under 3 minutes to go, I think. According to the scoreboard, this is going to be Bilbo Bastions, number 99 out the jam, and number 22 Wrecked out the jam for Philly. The penalty box is clear, so both teams are at full strength. Right off that whistle, Ultimate Life Form with some one-on-one blocking, and Wrecked is going to be called off on a high block to that contact, the Ultimate Life Form. So it's a power jam in the hands of Crooked River now. Number 99, Bilbo Bastions, is our lead jammer on this power jam. Livid coming in, absorbing that momentum by Bilbo Bastions. Now Strawberry's Earthquake getting in some blocking at the bottom of the pack. Bilbo working way, but taken out of bounds on the inside by Livid. Philly losing Livid to the penalty box, but they are still throwing a 3-wall against Bilbo Bastions. And Bilbo tries to call off the jam, but is called off on a forearm penalty. So this is now a leadless jam. No way of calling it off. We're going to go for the full 2 minutes. Now Wrecked on a portion of a power jam. Wrecked is in, gets past all 4 Crooked River blockers, and comes out with 4 points. Period clock now has just under a minute to go, so let's see what could occur if we can squeeze one more jam out of the game. Wrecked coming out with 4 points, but we do not have a lead jammer. Bilbo Bastions coming in from the earlier forearm, and Bilbo Bastions gets it through on the inside with 4 points. Recto also with 4 points. Just seconds left to this jam. 4 whistles ends the action. 16-4 jam there for Philly. They're at 285. Crooked River 129. Let's see if we're going to go into one last jam or if we're going to let that period clock expire. We do have one more jam, and this is going to be Burpee taking on River Runner, and it is a 5-on-5 jam. Crooked River blocking Burpee at the top of the pack. Tiny Tornado gets that defense. Burpee is our lead jammer. River Runner taking a bounce on the outside by 404, Jack in the Box. River Runner is in, and River Runner breaks out of the pack. Burpee now on a scoring pass. Burpee taking a bounce on the outside and re-enters behind. That's 3-3-3. I think that was Curly Fry. And River Runner gets spun around. Goes out of bounds. Sayonara with that drawback on River Runner. River Runner being brought to the back of the pack. That 3-wall of Philly blockers goes out of play up front. River Runner just about gets through, but goes out of bounds, so she's going to re-enter. Period clock has expired. Burpee having a seat in the box, so no lead jammer, no chance for a call-off. River Runner giving this jam everything she has in the last 48 seconds. And River Runner is out. And she has got those 4 points, but not without one amazing fight. Look at that one-on-one blocking on Burpee. Nice. I mean, you cannot discount Crooked River's defense. They have been doing a fantastic job holding back those jammers. River Runner in for more points. Jack in the Box, working some of that defense at the bottom of the pack. River making her way out in the last couple seconds. She has got 8 points. Burpee cannot call off the jam because of that penalty, so Burpee is stuck. River Runner with seconds left, and there it is. That is the end of our game. We'll wait before the officials call the final score. We have our victory lap and our MVPs to go. Oh, this mic was on the whole time. Okay. That rolling whistle makes it an official score. Crooked River 137. Philly Brawl Stars taking the win 293. Give both teams a very solid round of applause for a last game of the tournament. Crooked River from Ohio versus our Philly Brawl Stars. Both teams did an amazing job. All right, coming out first from Ohio, Crooked River Roller Derby. Here they come, taking their lap around the track. Hard-fought game by our friends from Crooked River.